Welcome back. International travel is booming this year, and Italy is a top choice, especially during the summer. Last year, Italy welcomed 50 million visitors, including 5 million to the Amalfi Coast. With Italy's rising popularity, how can travelers maximize their experience, especially in lesser known regions? Here to tell us more is the president owner of Perillo Tours, Italy travel company, Steve Perillo. Steve, thank you so much for joining us.
Hi, Brittany. Buongiorno. We say buongiorno in the morning.
So, you know Italy better than any other travel expert. What is your favorite hidden gem in Italy?
It's probably it's not a very hidden gem. It's Naples, Brittany, because Americans don't go to Naples for some reason, and I love it because it's what Americans when you think of Italy, you're thinking of Naples. The
Hmm.
red tomato sauce, pizza, mozzarella, talking with your hands. That's all Neapolitan. All those Italian songs, the Pavarotti, all his songs were Neapolitan. So all of our idea of spaghetti and meatballs, that's they don't have that in, but if they did, it would come from Naples. So I think people should visit it. Plus, you get amazing Capri when you visit Naples. It's right across the bay, and Sorrento's right down the street. Pompeii is one of the most amazing places in the world, ancient city, and Amalfi is right down. So I'm pushing for Naples. I think people should consider that. Besides Rome, Florence, and Venice.
Yeah, absolutely. And Italy is a country with so much to offer. What's the best way to create an unforgettable trip through Italy, especially for travelers looking to explore beyond the, usual tourist spots?
Now the situation changes. Now we're in a post-pandemic travel world where things are very crowded. In fact, I should tell your viewers that September is the peak month for visiting Italy. So you should consider avoiding September. Like right now, today, if you go to the Coliseum, there'll be a long line. But if you go November 2nd, there's nobody there at all. So
Hmm.
consider going in the off season. That'll make life a lot easier, a lot cheaper all around. And then use a travel professional if you can, a travel agent or a tour operator.
Hmm.
We're actually from the Bronx, you know. We were on Third Avenue and 178th Street from 1945 to 1975, all those years. Um, so I would say to use a tour operator, and the main reason you use them is because if something goes wrong, that's when it really comes helpful. When you book something on Expedia, it's hard to call Expedia and say, I don't like my hotel room. You know, it's not going to be many people to respond back. So that's why I recommend using a professional service to help you.
Yeah, absolutely. And for those who love Italian food, what is the best way to experience Italy's cuisine authentically? And are there any lesser known culinary delights that travelers should seek out?
In Italy, because Italy was separate countries until 1860, so they have separate cuisines, all the different areas.
Hmm.
So that's the way to go. In America, you eat the same food all over to some extent, but in Italy, it's quite varied. Like red tomato sauce that doesn't really exist in the north, uh, and truffle sauce doesn't exist in the south. But the best way to get a good meal is to specifically avoid the tourist places. They're very convenient because they're right there. If you go to the Coliseum, there'll be a pizzeria right there,
Hmm.
but you'll pay $40 for a pizza, and uh, all the waiters speak English. All the tourists are around you. So you go behind that restaurant
Hmm.
a block or two, you'll find where the locals go. And the thing about Italy is when you walk into a restaurant like that, they see you're American and they help you. They're very, very, very nice to Americans. The Italians love Americans. Uh, Maybe it's a little different in Paris, but in Rome, man, walk into any place, small town, they'll take care of you. So that's how to get a cheaper meal and a better meal. Plus wine, you get a bottle of wine and it's like €5. That's $6.
That's not
A
bad at.
great,
Mhm.
right?
Okay, so Italy has a rich culture, history, and culture. So, can you recommend some under the radar, lesser known destinations where travelers can immerse themselves in Italy's history and culture?
There's one little one, Brittany, that I really like. There's 99 others of these small villages that no one's ever heard of that are just amazing. One is called Matera. You should look it up online. It's in the south of Italy, Matera, Matera, and it's built on a giant limestone rock, giant. And it was one of the first towns on Earth 12,000 years ago, a civilized town, but the people lived in caves.
Hmm.
And they lived in caves until 1952, if you could imagine people living in caves, but you can still visit them, these old caves with the beds and the little kitchens. You know, in the 50s, it was a modern society, but they were still living in caves. But they cleaned them all out, and now you can also stay in a cave hotel. There's a couple of them. And the Matera is just a gorgeous, old city. It's so old that Mel Gibson used it for the Passion of the Christ because it looks older than Jerusalem. They used it in Ben-Hur because it looks older than ancient Rome. It's just an amazing. I'm naming one place, Potato, but there's 100 others like that, and that's what's fascinating about Italy.
Absolutely. And in recent years, we've seen a surge in international travel, including to Italy. So, could you share some of your insights on the growing interest in Italy as a travel destination and how travelers can make the most of their experience, especially in lesser known regions?
Could you repeat that, please?
So, in recent years, we've seen a surge in international travel, including to Italy. So, could you share your insights on the growing interest in Italy as a travel destination and how travelers can make the most of their experience in lesser known regions?
Yeah, Italy has been in the top three world and European destinations for 50 years, Brittany.
Hmm.
It's just got everything. And like I said, people have this Neapolitan impression of Italy. So if you go, you'll see it's part Naples, but part other things. Uh, but I'm really advising, because it is so popular, to go in the off season. And I would say you can buy a $300 coat
Hmm.
and save $3,000 by traveling in November, December, January. Uh, and the weather's beautiful. It's cool and sunny at that time of year. So I recommend that. Italy's very busy, so you gotta be careful.
Absolutely. And so, also, Italy has diverse landscapes and attractions which cater to a wide range of budgets. So, what advice do you have for travelers seeking different levels of luxury and affordability in their Italian vacations?
Use a professional. You're not going to be able to do that on your own. Call Perillo Tours or call your favorite travel advisor who's an expert in Italy. Because there's everything. You got to decide what you want to do.
Hmm.
Most people want to be in a cheaper hotel but downtown than an expensive hotel uh, farther out of town. Uh, so I would take that trade off anytime.
Hmm.
Uh, but a four-star hotel downtown, now the prices have gone up to $400 or $500 a night. So another way to go is villa rentals in Tuscany or Umbria or Puglia, and villa rentals are extremely good value. 1,500 euros or $1,600, you can get a three-room villa. You house six people for a week there. The value is unbelievable. And those are two ways to go about saving some money.
That sounds amazing. And so, also, when you're traveling, language and communication can be a concern in certain parts of Italy. So, how can travelers overcome language barriers, especially when venturing into southern Italy or smaller villages?
That's right. Southern Italy and smaller villages, they speak less English, but they still know more English than you know Italian. Believe me, every every Italian. In Italy, if you're an Italian person, after Italian culture, American culture is your number two culture. It's true for other countries in the world, but especially Italy. I feel like they're like our little brother in that way. Also, there's new apps on your phone that are truly amazing, and within a year, they're live. They can listen to the speaker. and play it back in your ear, the translation. It's a little slow now, but within a year or two, it's going to be automatic translation. The world's changing hugely in that regard. We're all going to be talking to each other in our own languages. It might change the world.
Yeah, absolutely. And, as we kind of come to the end of this interview, with the rise of online travel booking platforms, tell me a little bit about what sets your company apart from other options and how does it help travelers create customized itineraries?
We have a booking uh, system for Italy only, and it's called ItalyVacations.com. ItalyVacations.com. But I still feel like you need the assistance of a human being, and that's what we do.
Hmm.
Otherwise, if you go to the big websites like Expedia, it's a little harder to put the whole trip together because they can do hotels and air, but to do train tickets and combine cities. And when you get off the train, you need a ride from the train station to the hotel. All those little things, it's very unusual to find that online, but we offer that. We offer that to locals on ItalyVacations.com or just come to locals.com. Uh, but online is getting better and better. With AI, it's really going to be a game changer in the next couple of years.
Absolutely. And Steve, I want to thank you so much for taking the time for speaking with us today.
Thank you, Brittany. It's been fun. Thank you.
For more information, you can visit their website at perillotours.com and follow them on Instagram and Facebook at Perillo Italy Vacation.